Hi guys, I'm Eileen. Today, I want to share with you the 12 things I don't shop for anymore. I love shopping, but I actually find even more enjoyment in buying intentionally and only bringing home the things I absolutely love. Not only does this save me a lot of money, I also find that my wardrobe is so much more curated and manageable. More importantly, I genuinely feel so much more content and happier. So I thought it would be a good idea to share with you the things I no longer shop for actively. And I encourage you to do the same. So sit down and work out a list of things for yourself as well because it will really give you a lot of clarity on how to prioritize your spending for luxury shopping. First of all, I no longer buy pieces that will require any alteration. This applies to all the elements in my wardrobe, including shoes that will require a pair of insoles because they are not exactly the right fit, or clothing that will require tailoring, or a luxury bag that needs another shoulder strap. I just really prefer to buy pieces which are already the perfect fit for me. That way, I'm not giving myself unnecessary tasks to do. More importantly, I will also save a lot of money by avoiding all those miscellaneous costs. Number two, I also no longer do outlet shopping. In the past, I used to think outlet shopping was the way to shop for a good bargain. But the truth is, I've wasted so much money on things I didn't even want in the first place. I mean, when you see a sign that says 40% off, it can be really tempting, and we might let the fear of missing out get the better of us. To be honest, I think buying something at full price very intentionally can sometimes be cheaper than buying sale items very mindlessly. So now, outlet shopping has lost its appeal for me. I still drop by sometimes if I actually have something to buy. For example, we got some Samsonite suitcases a while ago, but I no longer do outlet shopping as a leisure activity. I mean, I can certainly do without that temptation. Number three, I no longer buy anything that doesn't belong to my color palette. I usually prefer neutral colors for any elements in my wardrobe. In the past, I did attempt to make my wardrobe more exciting by adding some colors to it. For example, I bought a Celine Nano bag in a bright red color. But after a few expensive lessons, I realized I'm still the most comfortable with neutral colors and there's nothing wrong with it. So now I buy everything in neutral colors, like my shoes, clothing, and luxury handbags. And I think it's such an easy way to create a cohesive wardrobe because everything goes with everything. I just really love my neutral wardrobe because it saves me so much time when I put together an outfit and I no longer feel the need to have a massive closet. Number four, I no longer buy Louis Vuitton pieces that come with their very classic vachetta leather. Many of you know vachetta leather is untreated, which means it doesn't come with any coating or embossment. When treated carefully, vachetta leather can develop a very nice patina. For me though, I'm just too impatient to wait for the perfect patina, and I'm also quite worried about getting water stain and uneven discoloration. Some of you know I previously had the Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch in the size 15 and 26 in the classic monogram. I had to sell them both because I was too scared to use them. So now it doesn't matter how much I love a certain Louis Vuitton design. If it comes with their classic vachetta leather, it's straight away a no for me. The next items I no longer actively shop for are small leather goods. By now, you probably know I'm quite a practical person, so I love having the same set of small leather goods, which I can more or less use in any of my luxury handbags. I really don't see the point of having a big collection of small leather goods because most of the time they are just hidden away inside the bag anyway. Personally, I'm always working to simplify my wardrobe. I mean, I like looking put together, but I don't necessarily want to spend a lot of time doing that. And not having to transfer things between my SLGs is certainly one of the easiest ways to simplify. I'm sure you know, small leather goods are expensive. In fact, a few card holders from Chanel could have bought you a very nice designer handbag. I've used the same small leather goods for years and they are still serving me very well. So I'm not actively looking for more unless if one of my pieces gives up on me. Another thing I'm no longer interested in is delicate leather. Now, delicate leathers are often very luxurious, but they also require more care. Personally, scratches on leathers do bother me, so I figured if I'm too scared to carry a certain handbag, it just really defeats the purpose. Don't get me wrong, I know we spend good money on luxury handbags, so of course we want to look after them, but I just don't want to have to baby my pieces. So now I usually will prefer the more durable leather options. For example, I will always choose the Chanel caviar leather over the lambskin for any Chanel handbags. Personally, I'm not too eager to try out all the leather options from any luxury handbags because I'm not a collector after all. And I think if you're not planning to have a massive luxury handbag collection, it might be a good idea to keep to the more durable options because that way you will be more likely to carry your handbags without any worry, which means it's likely you will make your money's worth. Number 7, I no longer buy any luxury body care products. In the past, I would routinely buy Hermes and Chanel shower gel and body lotion because they smell so good, but the price is really hefty. So now I mainly look for performance when I shop for my body care products, and a lot of the drugstore brands do the job just fine, such as Aveeno and Nivea, which were both recommended by my dermatologist. I've even started using extra virgin olive oil on my hair, and I actually prefer it so much more than any of the more expensive hair care products I've tried before. The one luxury body lotion I still treat myself with sometimes is the Laura Mercier Ombre Vanilla Body Cream because it smells so good. But even so, I only buy it once a year on sale around Christmas time because it has a very comforting and cozy smell, perfect for the winter months. Apart from that, the body care department is somewhere I don't splurge a lot of money on. I also don't buy any luxury costume jewelry. This is something I've mentioned quite a few times on my channel, so it shouldn't come as a surprise. I just think luxury costume jewelry are so heavily overpriced considering they are made of silver, crystals and faux pearls. Personally, I would much prefer to save up longer and invest in real stones and precious metals instead, even if that means I will only have a smaller collection. I think it's perfectly fine to have a small collection of fun costume jewelry, but I certainly would not want to spend a fortune on it. To be fair though, certain luxury costume jewelry do keep their values very well. I sold my Chanel CC earrings earlier this year, so I can certainly attest to that, but luxury costume jewelry are just not on my wish list anymore. Number 9, I've not bought high heels for years, simply because I don't feel comfortable wearing them. Besides, I don't get to wear high heels a lot in my daily life, apart from the very rare special occasions, so cost per wear will be very high for me. So it's quite pointless for me to have a big collection of designer high heels, or just high heels for that matter. I still shop for designer flat shoes though. For example, I love my Roger Viviers and Valentino Rockstars. But I think that's what mindful shopping is about, i.e. cutting down on the things that you don't need and reserving that money for the things you do enjoy. Number 10, I avoid buying clothing pieces that can only be dry cleaned, especially pieces that will be in close contact with my skin, such as sweaters and trousers. Now I usually dry clean my scarves and winter jackets twice a year, and that's quite enough for me. So for the more hard-working pieces, I prefer to go for something that will require less extensive care, such as silk and cashmere pieces that can be hand washed or machine washed. Number 11, I no longer actively shop for makeup items. Most of the makeup products I use are what I've been using for years and I think they work well for my complexion. So when they run out, I will just replenish them accordingly. I'm not an expert in makeup and I'm not very passionate about this area, so I don't feel the need to look for the next best foundation or mascara. I also don't buy any nail polish or go for any manicure or pedicure. I just really prefer my nails to be short, tidy and clean, so this is a department I'm perfectly happy to save on. Last but not least, I also don't buy any luxury leather bag charms anymore. I have a small collection of Hermes bag charms, including 3 rodeo charms and a horse head charm. I bought all these pieces in quite a short span of time, which is really a mistake on my part because really the right thing to do would be to just get one and see how I like it. As it turns out, I'm really not into accessorizing or dressing up my bags, so it's really quite pointless for me to buy more bag accessories. Besides, these accessories are really expensive for what they are. For me, I would rather save that chunk of money for something else. So those are the 12 things I no longer buy. Please let me know if you have anything to add to this list because I'm always working to curate and simplify my wardrobe. I think it's perfectly fine to enjoy shopping, but if you want to stay within your budget while creating a functional and manageable wardrobe, it's always a good idea to prioritize your spending on the right areas. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to share, like and subscribe. I will see you in my next one. Have a nice day.